I guess first thing with you, man, is who are you? Where do you train out of?
Dakota Cochrane. I train out of Premier Combat Center.
Awesome, man. You're coming off of what, 4 fights with BKFC to come back home and compete. What does it mean for you to kind of be able to make that step back to the MMA realm?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been in the cage, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting doing some of the ground game, throwing my kicks. Yeah, just kind of switching it up.
Um, Obviously, bare knuckle fighting is an entirely different game than MMA. What was it? How did you enjoy being part of the bare knuckle stuff?
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely a completely different sport, um, and I feel like you gotta be tough as fuck to do it. So Uh, yeah, I've had some success, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with how everything is going. I want to get back on track on that, and yeah, it was this first though, get my MMA fight going, and then we'll see about BKFC.
Right on. So, is this just kind of you taking a step back and trying to get back to your roots? Kind of, what is your goal with this fighting on this card?
Uh, Goal with this fight is just having some fun, trying to keep challenging myself and I don't know. I enjoy fighting. I think MMA is suits my style very well. So uh, I've had a lot of success, and I look forward to more.
Man, you've been around the game a long time. Fought away, fought overseas, done all those things. What does it mean for you to be a main event at home like this?
Yeah, it's fun to be in main event in Omaha. You have a lot of people that come and support. It's really fun fighting in front of being able to show my kids me still like I'm still fighting and get to see me compete. Yeah, they get to see me in person, and that doesn't happen a lot. So I'm pretty excited for this one.
That's my next question, man. Is what does it mean to you to be able to be home and be able to have your family there before and after the fight? Obviously, not having to travel. Um, just being able to kind of come home, have your fans there, and be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's always nice, win or lose, to be with the family afterwards. I'm kind of a homebody, so I like being with my family, and you know, being with my friends is fun too. But if I win, I get to celebrate with my wife and my kids, and then if I lose, no one better to console me than my wife or my kids. So it's a win-win.
Awesome. So I guess one question for you is why the step away from the bare knuckle? Did they not offer you another contract? Did you just want to come home and fight? Kind of what was the reason behind taking this fight and stepping away from the bare knuckle?
To be honest, I'm just listening to my manager. He said, "Let's do an MMA fight." So I said, "Okay, let's go."
Awesome. Um, so as far as relevancy in the Midwest, how do you feel that bare knuckle has raised your relevancy? Obviously, you fought for Bellator. You've been part of the UFC. You fought the regional game all over the place. Where do you think that competing in bare knuckle kind of raised your profile or hurt your profile? Or how do you think it affected you?
Um, I think it just made my profile more relevant. A lot of people know I've had a lot of tough fights and I beat a lot of tough people. And when I went over to BKFC, it was more of the same. I stepped in, I fought anybody, and uh, I'm game to fight anybody, anytime, and I continue to prove that. Time after time.
Yeah, well, I know that you've definitely made. I've heard your name on a few podcasts, stuff like that, especially when you're fighting against Chris Lieben. And I think you fought against Jimi Hendrix or Jimi Hendrix. You fought some high profile names. Um, what does kind of being able to compete against those high profile names? How did that make you feel? How did that kind of help you move forward?
Yeah, it's you know, fighting those high profile names is extremely motivating. I love being being, I guess, the underdog and being able to show people that they're just human and I can beat them too. So that's fun. So I enjoy it thoroughly.
Um, so I guess a little bit about this fight. I mean, who is it you're fighting against, and how do you feel you match up against him?
Um, to be honest, I'm not even sure of his name. I just like I said, I fight anybody and whoever my manager put me up against. That's what it is. I don't care of the name. I don't care of the opponent. I always go in there and try to enforce my game plan. So I don't really care about his game plan, what he's going to do. I just go in there and try to enforce mine.
What have you done as far as training to kind of get ready for this first MMA event back, back into the cage as opposed to the bare knuckle?
Yeah, man, wrestling, doing jits and throwing kicks. That's that's getting back to that. That's kind of my game plan. So just working on that and getting used to that, getting a good flow with everything again.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, I look forward to seeing you fight as always. Um, man, be sure to check him out live on MMA Futures next Friday,
Yep.
and then